How you doing?
On to you.
Too bad.
How may I help you?
With the team.
You with the team? All right.
Training camp is always an exciting time of the year. Whether you're a player or a coach, when September hits, you can just feel it in the air that it's building up towards hockey season. And really training camp's about two things for me. It's about preparation and it's about competition. There's a lot of guys here that are competing for spots, whether it's on the team or within the team. And I think that the competition is also you're competing against other teams in the league, trying to get your game in shape for the beginning of the season.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. It's pretty nice. They got a little breakfast there for the guys.
Well, I think that, with the expectations and what comes with playing here, I think that we all know that last year wasn't good enough. It usually means change, so that kind of comes with having high expectations. But we made some good runs, but not good enough.
Another good season ended prematurely in Pittsburgh, something the nature of professional sports doesn't tolerate. The transformation started with management and finished with a 40% overhaul of the roster.
You win and lose with these guys, and it's hard to see them go. It's a business of winning, and that's why we made the changes.
For a while, it kind of weighs on you a bit, and then as you get closer to camp, you get excited for a clean slate, and everyone coming in, they're eager, they're excited too. So I think you feel that energy as well, and you're able to turn the page a bit.
Training camp was looming, and with it, a new chapter in Penguins history was about to be written.
Coming in here in the summer as a new coaching staff, I felt it was really important we clarify some roles and responsibilities, bring in the new guys, make sure that there's some chemistry in the group, because to start the season there may only be one line that has ever played together before.
Seems really calm. He did make a point to go meet all the guys before training camp. I thought that was a nice gesture, but just seems like a really calm and passionate guy. Individually as players with a new coaching staff, you have to prove yourself again, whether it's certain line combinations that were kind of fixed. A new coaching staff may see things differently. They may see a system differently. With new guys coming in, not having a specific spot necessarily in the lineup, I think that creates some healthy competition. All those things combined with how happy guys are to come to Pittsburgh. The expectations are high, but we all want to win.
When I hear I get traded to Pittsburgh, obviously I get really excited. One of the best teams and best organization with new coaches, new GM. Nobody have any advantage of anything, so I think that's good for everyone, and obviously it makes it easier for me.
It's a new coach. It's going to be a different game style, but I feel good about this. The team looks good, and new players we got in, great guys. Got to know them a little bit. You want to have a good start and a good first impression for sure.
First impressions are final. And for the first time in his 35 years of hockey, 57-year-old Mike Johnston gets to leave his on an NHL team as its head coach.
It's a little about me and it's a lot about the team for sure. As a coaching staff, we're going to build an identity for this team. Our message to the players tomorrow is really important. It's the building blocks of how we're going to play in the future. Whether you have new personnel, you have a new staff, you have new management, everything's always changing in the sporting world. We really want to build the chemistry of this group. We want the guys to get to know each other. We want the guys to really enjoy training camp. And then for them to really establish, as we want to as a coaching staff, our identity as a team. For me, it's just about excitement. Coming in with a team like the Pittsburgh Penguins, such a storied organization. You look at the pictures on the wall, you look at the pictures above the stalls of all the players and the personalities that have been here over the years. They're just a quality organization. They've achieved a lot, and now I'm part of it.
September in Pittsburgh. Hockey was back. But before the players hit the ice, they hit the streets, delivering season tickets to some unsuspecting fans.
All those things that we do off the ice, I think they're almost as fun as what we do on the ice.
Here's your season tickets, guys. How are you guys doing today? Good. How are you? Good.
Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
It's crazy how good the fans are.
It's always fun to get into people's houses and to welcome you like a member of their family.
Oh, there's a dog too. I love it.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
They expect all the other guys but me, but I show up. Maybe they're acting surprised, but they seem to be happy when I show up.
The boys were back, but not everyone was ready to take the ice. Pascal Dupuis was one of many players limited at the start of camp because of injury. Almost 9 months had passed since tearing his ACL. He felt ready. The trainers were a little more cautious.
Obviously, I had the red jersey there for a little while at the start of camp. The doctors wanted me to get into it easily and not to get too much contact. Still, I was trying to get buffed a little bit. I was trying to get in the way so guys would run into me.
Running their lines proved more difficult, as injuries left the coaching staff juggling different combinations throughout camp.
In the summer, on paper, we had exactly what we wanted heading into training camp, and we thought at least for 3 or 4 exhibition games, we'd be able to play some combinations that we wanted to see to start the season. But it didn't work out that way. In the hockey environment, it's going to happen during the season. You've got to adjust and adapt, and that's certainly what we had to do in training camp.
The most successful teams are able to adapt. The same can be said for backup goalies. The Penguins have 2 good ones. Only one can make the team.
Coming into this year, we like our depth in goal. We feel with Greiss and Zadkov, we have 2 very good goaltenders in the organization, and then we have Fleury.
It's good to have 3 good ones, obviously. We have an outstanding one in Flower, but 2 backups that can step in at any time.
With every organization, you're looking for depth, and right now we have great depth in goal.
The Penguins aren't quite as deep at forward, giving first-round draft pick Kasperi Kapanen a shot to make the team, and a chance to spend more quality time with fellow countryman Olli Määttä.
I don't feel comfortable with you driving right now.
Don't worry, me neither.
That's not good. You gotta start signing some autographs, buddy. Oh, no you're not. Well, that was rude.
I think he knows a lot already. I mean, he's been around his dad a lot, obviously, when he played in the NHL, and I mean, I feel like he knows way more than I do right now. So there's not a lot I can give it to him. He's really mature, and like, I'm sure he's ready to play here.
Thanks, buddy. I've watched Olli, battle his way and get a spot on the team. It's always nice to see a friend playing in this league, so I just try to look at him and what he's doing, and he's shown me some great stuff, just how to be an athlete, working hard and eating and just keeping yourself ready for the season. And it's nice to have somebody that's gone through it, but obviously he can't really help me when the games start, so that's my job to prove everybody that I can play on this team, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Well, that's a red.
That's a harsh red.
It's okay, we have this.
It wasn't my fault.
You have bad road rage. You're terrible.
Nice.
We talked about our trademarks of our team being a skating team, being an up-tempo, pace team. If you're going to play like that, you have to practice like that.
He put a nice statement right away with a lot of skating and a lot of battle drills, and he wants us to be in good shape.
It's a physiological thing, but it's also a mindset as well. It's just getting your feet moving all the time, keeping your feet moving, keep playing with speed, whether you're playing with speed with the puck or you're playing with speed without the puck.
Light him up!
Those are the things that you have to do when you're a professional athlete, so you gotta kind of sacrifice your body a little bit, but at the end, It'll be a big reward, hopefully.
Ultimately, every player in training camp wants to be rewarded with a spot in the lineup on opening night, which was just 2 weeks away. In a season of change, injuries have remained constant. They've also provided more playing time for those battling for a roster spot.
Just by coincidence, because of the number of injuries and the players that were out early, we had an opportunity to see those guys. And for a couple of the players, it's actually worked out very well. A guy like Sundqvist, who's made a very good impression at camp. Harrington on defense, got a few more games, and then with those games, he really made use of his time. You take a look at a player like Kasperi Kapanen, he got more playing time, more of an opportunity with guys out of the lineup, especially on the power play.
Obviously, it's always competitive stuff. You know, we're just fighting for jobs here. Hopefully, I play well and I practice well, so I'll get that spot opening night.
Halfway through their preseason schedule, and the Penguins' opening night roster was starting to take shape. But just like that, another spot on the roster had opened up.
He had a great camp, he came in great shape, and he'll be right back in the mix when his knee's gonna feel better.
And he looks really good, and then he goes down. Just tough, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back better than ever.
It's never fun to see a teammate go down like that, but I like to think still, if Bo was still playing, that I'd have a spot, I'd have a chance. But right now I'm just trying to put 100% out there and just get the spot from anybody, really.
A day after Bo Bennett went down, Kasperi Kapanen moved up to play alongside Brandon Sutter.
I felt really good in that game. Every time I touched the puck, I made something happen.
Great chance here. Did it go in? I think it hit the goalpost.
I saw it go in. I was pretty scared that they didn't see that and they wouldn't call it a goal.
Or that, it's a...
They checked it out and it went in, so I felt pretty good.
It's a goal and shot, kid. It's a way to shoot, kid. It's a way to shoot. Skill in the middle, back to Cap. Cap, you're up and across. You're going to the boards, yeah? Yeah.
No, he's a great leader. I don't think you need an A or a C on your chest to be a leader. Even in that game, just playing with him, he told me always if I did something wrong, and if I did something well, then he told me right away.
Heads, heads, heads! Nice, Hoffer. That guy's good, man. So easy to play with. He just shoots the puck hard, too, like little snapshots. Play Hoffer. Him and Tanger, that's two pretty good skaters you got back there.
Can't do that, can you?
Can't do that as we can't play them together?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot in one spot. They might, though. Just play them 30 minutes every night. Who's the third pairing?
Desi Harry.
There's Desi Harris, Dumo. Probably those three, eh? Oh, Ole. We're missing Ole.
He's just a really smart centerman. He's a great two-way player, and probably in the other 29th team, he's going to be a top two center. It's hard to be there here, but it's great to have him.
What's up, Gibby?
And there's a goal and a beautiful shot. Brian Gibbons comes back to haunt his whole organization.
Gibby. Dude.
Let's just get it over with. Come on. Let's just do it. Just get it over with. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You guys are going to be buddies, I think, huh?
Well, you just tell him to shut the up.
I know, he's a beauty.
He's acting like a idiot.
We got it.
He can lead by example. He can lead when he talks in the room too. Guys listen because he plays the game the right way. He's a really important piece of our team.
He has a presence around his teammates. He has a presence on the ice in games and practices, and he's a very smart player.
It was a shrewd audition for Kapanen on the top line. His odds on landing the role had increased, making it past another round of cuts. The final roster would be announced in a few days.
Hopefully I'll be here opening night, and then hopefully I play well and they want to keep me, so that's my goal right now.
The NHL season was about to commence, and those players battling for roster spots were about to learn their fate. Young talents Oscar Sundqvist and Scott Harrington didn't make the cut. Neither did last year's backup goalie, Jeff Zatkoff.
Yeah, it's always tough. We sit around this table and we bring the players in, and whether they're going down to the American League or they're going back to Europe, it's still disappointing for them. A majority of them have come in here, their heart's set on making this team. They've worked all summer long. It's tough. It always is tough. When we bring in a player, we give them 5 or 6 key things that they need to work on to play here. So it's not just that we're moving them on, we give them a plan to get back here.
That plan had to be relayed to one more player as well. The Penguins decided to send 18-year-old Kasperi Kapanen back to his pro team in Finland for another year of development.
He's close right now, but he's going to need some more time. Kasperi can go back to Finland, he can play with men, play in an elite league, a professional hockey league. So that's a great option for him. And then coming back at the end of the season to Wilkes or to Pittsburgh, he'll be that much better.
After months of hard work and preparation, the roster was whittled down to the 23 men who earned a sweater for opening night.
Well, opening night's always exciting. It will be probably ramped up to a degree as a head coach here in Pittsburgh. The excitement of opening night against Anaheim, a quality team from the Western Conference, it's going to be great.
It's really important to start off good, obviously with a home crowd and a lot of new players, new coach, and we are really excited for opening night.
Opening night represents a rebirth of sorts, something the Pittsburgh Penguins were anxiously awaiting. Perhaps none more so than Pascal Dupuis, who last played 2 days prior to last Christmas.
I think everybody's excited to have Pascal back because you just see how infectious his attitude is around the room. He has a great presence. He has energy on the ice, he has energy in the dressing room, his energy off the ice. So certainly he's a key glue guy, and more importantly, he'll provide a lot of leadership for our group.
I think he's really excited. He worked so hard to get back and be in the best shape possible coming off that injury. Be happy for him to get back out there and compete, and we know how much he loves that.
Put that number 9 jersey back on. It's been a while. Hopefully they dusted it up a little bit and they shook it, took the rust of it, but it's now it's gonna feel great.
I'll warm them up for you guys.
Please welcome back number 9, Pascal Dupuis.
This ceiling's gonna go off now.
And finally, the recipient of the 2014 Hart Memorial Trophy, the Art Ross Trophy, and Ted Lindsay Award. Please welcome back your captain, number 87, Sidney Crosby.
Have fun, guys. There we go, boys, Thank you.
Another face-off win for the Penguins. Hornquist shoots it. Score! Patrick Hornquist!
Good play.
Look at that play by Mata, who looked one way and passed the other. Yeah! It's Crosby. Fires. Scores! Great speed, but all set up by Ole Mata. He looked left and passed up the middle of the ice.
Where's Caitlin? Shot, Seth. Nice play. Johnny's a little nervous. Gibby's a little nervous. Hold down. Yeah! Nice play. Nice play, Drew.
You talk about a quick start, and Pascal Dupuis, don't forget about me, he said in his first game back since that knee injury. Highlight Duper, eh?
Yeah. Woo! Despite the quick start, the Ducks battled back and tied the game at 3. But Pascal Dupuis was just getting started.
Need a push here. They're pushing back a bit, yeah?
Not a boy, not a boy.
It's a good shift here. I follow this one up here. Need a shift, you guys. Need a shift here.
Score, Pascal Dupuis.
No goal. No goal. They're going to wave it off.
Goaltender interference, I believe, as Gibson was down on his backside.
Really? What happened? You see it? You saw it? You don't want to tell me?
I have no idea.
He doesn't touch him. He doesn't even touch him. Ryan, he doesn't even touch him.
Why is my goalie on his back though?
Well, I'll ask him. He doesn't touch him. Let's get the next one. That's it. Stay with it here.
Pascal Dupuis getting some power play time.
Nice shot, babe.
The Penguins were off and running, and it was clear Pascal Dupuis hadn't lost a step.
Good shot, babe.
Pascal Dupuis to Sutter, to the goal. Sutter scores! Pascal Dupuis, are you kidding me? He's got 4 points now.
Felt great, kind of emotional at the same time. You guys saw my reaction. It was a great feeling. Just coming back first game is it's pretty big.
Well, we got some things to work on that everybody does in game 1 of 82, but it's great to get a win. That's the top team we play. And we'll start to get better, we'll start to build, but I saw some real good signs out there. Congratulations.
G right here.
Stanley Makita.
Boom, boom. 0809, 11, 12.
You know what?
Gordon, I saw that. That's awesome. Like I can't touch those because I know I probably won't get it anyway. Perfect. Awesome.
Hey, if you keep going at this pace, this will be yours. 4, that's 320 points.